Take two, y'all. Welcome to my all 90s horror movie update for June 2025. My name is Dulb666. You guys might know me by that moniker, or if you know me for real, my name's Joni. Welcome to the channel. We do horror movie updates here. We review horror films, and we do a lot of live music from my area. We like to capture and archive a lot of that. Speaking of live music, today's soundtrack is the band Reverent. MySpace deathcore revival style sort of deathcore shit. Really cool new EP that just came out. These guys are really sick, really young. Stoked to see their career, you know, as they go. So yeah, check out Reverent, the new EP, as well as their socials and, you know, some other stuff. We'll all have links down below in the description, so go peep that shit. Gonna go turn it down a little bit now. All right, guys. Before we get into it, you guys know how I like to start shit off. So all you stoners out there, let's fucking go. Cheers. Cheers, good. All right, guys. Oh man, my bowl's still going. Let me smash that out real quick. All right, guys. I'm gonna get right into this. I'm gonna go a little different today, as you might have noticed. A little different already. The angle is a little different. Me and my wife have a sick-ass fucking blanket and pillow fort set up right now in the usual space that I film here in the theater/library. So you're just gonna do this secondary angle. I'm over here once in a while. You guys have seen this angle before, so nothing too crazy. But we're also going to be starting with Blu-rays today. I know that's a little out of my style, but, you know, just going to switch it up a little bit. Fuck it, you know? All right, we're going to go into the Blu-rays here. First one is from 91. It's a Scream Factory Blu-ray of Alligator II, The Mutation, sequel to Alligator 1980. This came out 11 years later. This is like basically the same movie, but with like a lot of the best parts like removed or watered down. I did like the characters in this movie, and I think that it's a decent, fun, you know, sort of sequel. I'm gonna turn this down just a little more because I can't even hear myself think. Okay, but yeah, like definitely worth checking out, and I'm happy to have it, but seriously lacking in comparison to the first film, and like really that's all I can say. It's really similar to the first one, but just a little inferior. So take it as you will. I still thought it was fun. Okay, guys, going into some Severin Blu-rays here. My boy Dan the Sandman reviewed this one recently and told me to watch out for the next one that's in the update. We'll get to that in a second, but this is 1990's Deep Blood. And yeah, this is fucking Joe D'Amato's Jaws ripoff. This is a really goofy-ass fucking movie. Really cheaply made. Some of his worst work, but honestly, like, still highly entertaining. Like, if you like bad movies, this is definitely a fun one. So definitely check that out if you like shark shit or like any sort of just like 80s cheese fest, because that's exactly what this is. The blood in this looks like fucking Pepto-Bismol. It's absolutely marvelous. So yeah, Severin doing a great job. Film looks wonderful. Yeah, definitely check that out if you like shark flicks. This next one is also like around the same sort of deal. Really cheesy, like even worse in my opinion. Disc isn't even in here. It's probably down here in my player still, but yeah, I just watched this like yesterday to finally get one more watch on it. But this is Cruel Jaws, aka Jaws 5. And who made this one? This is Bruno Mattei's Jaws ripoff, or, you know, sequel as it were. This one is, like I said, even worse. Very cheap, very low budget, very funny, unintentionally funny. And as my boy Dan the Sandman has pointed out in one of his last updates like a few months ago, it stole some footage from Deep Blood that came out, you know, earlier. Like, not a whole lot. It was actually less than I would have figured, but yeah, like you just noticed some stuff cut in from that movie. Like, there's footage from Deep Blood in this movie, and there's like shared characters and like a weird a weird shared universe between the two films, honestly. Like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Very bad shark movie in comparison to the rest of the Jaws films, or any shark film for that matter. It's just bad. But it's cheesy and fun enough that I still had a good time with it, so yeah. And years ago, when I got this at a fucking, at a convention, I spent like way too much on this, honestly, so like I gotta make the best of it. I don't tend to spend a lot of money on releases, like, ever. And it's really rare, like, it's really, really rare that I do that. I won't pay more than, like, $5 usually for most shit. Because I'd like to hunt it down secondhand and just get it, you know, any other way. But this is one of those things that I've been after since I was a kid. And it was at the con, and I finally just said, you know what, fuck it, just sign me up, let's get it. And I guess it didn't really disappoint so much as it kind of lived up to its infamy, so there's a win, I guess. Check it out if you must. Okay, gonna get into the DVDs now, guys. Isn't that weird? Usually we start with them. We've always started with them. Anyways, this is the New Concord release of The Haunting of Hell House from 1999 with Michael York. This movie is really, like, slow burning and not really scary at all. It's, like, really stylish, and it's actually fairly well made. A little dry when it comes to the plot. Like, I just don't feel like the plot is super, super compelling. But the acting is actually really, really good, in my opinion, for this type of flick. I think that I think this is produced by Roger Corman. I believe it is. And, you know, I can't really steer you away from Corman. Like, even in the late 90s, this man was still putting out countless films. This is a decent example of, a haunted house film. You know, if that's your bag, I say go check it out, because it's pretty middle of the road. So, yeah, that's all I can really say about it. I've seen it around, like, on VHS, like, quite a bit for some reason. Okay, we've got a full moon feature here. This is Zarkorr the Invader from '96. This is a Godzilla ripoff. Basically just a, full moon Godzilla ripoff. It does have, like, its own, plot devices and own origin story. And I think that it's actually pretty cool for what it is. I think it's one of the better made full moon flicks, honestly. Like, this is way better than a lot of the trash that they've released, so I'll give it that. It's definitely one of the legendary, like, 90s films from Full Moon, and if you like kaiju shit, like, I can't help but recommend it. It's actually really fun if you're into that sort of shit. Definitely really hokey still, guys, so don't get me wrong. I just feel like the monster sequences are so much fun that the hokey dialogue and character development is kind of like, it takes a back seat, and it doesn't really fight it, so yeah, I don't know. It's fun, though. I think you should check out Zarkorr if you're into kaiju films. I would definitely recommend it. Okay, we got, like, lots of beast films, like lots of monster/beastly films. Namely, Peter Benchley's The Beast from 1996. It's about a giant killer squid, I believe. Maybe it's an octopus. I can't really tell. Sometimes it looks like both when it's on screen. This movie is more of like an action-adventure sort of deal. It does, like, have some Jaws vibes, but it just doesn't really hit the way that film does, despite it being, the source material being written by the same person. The direction here, the casting here, everything is lacking in comparison to Jaws. Obviously, that movie is a masterpiece. But this is still pretty fun. Like I said, it's really, like, light on the horror. It's more like an action thriller sort of deal. But still, I thought it was really fun. The creature is really, really cool. I think that the sequences that when they're fighting the squid or when people are being murdered by the squid, like, it's a lot of fun. It's just a little far and few between. It's kind of dry throughout the whole thing until the end. And for that, I'm just like, tread lightly unless you're really into, like, aquatic horror, basically. Because it's really, really, like, light on the horror. Definitely more of an action-adventure sort of deal. Check it out if you must. This is like an apocalyptic thriller sort of deal, and it's a mini-series from the 90s. You guys might know it. It's Stephen King's The Stand. I've had this for a very, very long time, and I've put off watching it just because it's really long. But I'll sit here and binge, Gilmore Girls with my fucking wife. So God knows why I didn't want to fucking give this a shot. I seen it a long, long time ago at a friend's house, but I've never watched it again since, and this has just been sitting on my shelves. Maybe that's why. I've seen it before, and it's just such a big undertaking. Like, And I gotta say, after reviewing it and like checking it out again, I'm just like, it is kind of mid. Like, it's a mini series. The budget's showing. It's pretty long and dry, considering this how, you know, insanely brutal the source material is. So yeah, I just gotta say, tread lightly. Definitely not one of the better King adaptations. It's still really fun. If you love King, definitely check it out. And yeah, that's really like where I lie with it. So there it is, the stand. Okay, this is the last thing I was like watching before I did this update. It just like didn't hit the first few times. Like, I couldn't retain it. Like, it was just so like spitballed basically that I don't really retain much of it. I watched it again tonight, and I gotta say, it's not a whole lot better. Not one of the best SOVs that I've seen. Still pretty cool. There's some really cool like creature sequences and some kill sequences here. This is 1993's The Hidden. And who made this? Oh boy. I swear it said it on here, but this dude's definitely made some other stuff that I've fucking seen before and probably have, but definitely gotta say, this one's a little lacking. There's some decent sequences here, but only for the SOV diehards, The Hidden. Okay. Next up here we have an Warner Brothers Archive collection of 93? Yeah, 93's Fire in the Sky, legendary alien flick. Some people are permanently fucking traumatized from this movie just from the abduction and probing scene alone. This movie really, really hammers it home once it gets to that scene. It's one of the best looking and most compelling and convincing depictions of a probing scene, you know, like ever. It's absolutely brutal and terrifying. But I must say, the rest of the movie kind of lacks. It's like it's a slow build to get to that point, and then it's kind of slow until the end, in my opinion, as well. Like, it's still a really, really good movie. It's just like, maybe it was just a little too hyped for me my whole time in hearing about it, and I only have recently just seen this, so like, yeah, that particular scene that everyone's scared of, super, super sick. No denying that. It's just a little drier than I would have figured, so take that with a grain of salt. And if you really want to see it, go for it. It's not a bad movie. Just not one of my favorite alien movies. Okay, been after this one for a long time, guys. Super, super infamous film. Have like never found or even seen a copy until I went to a con and finally found this one a few months ago with my boy Dan the Sandman. Oddly enough, shout out to my boy Dan. Hope you're doing well. Get your ass up on YouTube and make another video right fucking now. All right, done bothering him. We have from 1992, Begotten. Infamous, strange, wicked little film. This movie is really, really visceral and strange and gory, but like phantasmagoric. So fucking out there that you just can't even describe it. It's just a complete fever dream of fucking debauchery and violence and all sorts of unhinged fucking carnage. There's just really no putting this down to any sort of label. It's just a really strange experimental film. And if you're about that and you're really, really into like super depraved, surrealist, weird shit, like definitely check out Begotten. Like, you will definitely remember it for the rest of your life. I don't think it's as like soul defeating as like a lot of people purport, but it's definitely a fucking insane film. And tread lightly if you are not prepared for that. This movie will rock your fucking world if you're not ready for it. So yeah, Begotten. Super, super cool to finally have that. Alright guys, gonna wrap it up here. I feel like this is the best film in the whole update as far as entertainment goes. I've just had the most fun watching this one. I've watched it a ton since I got it. This is Metamorphosis, the Alien Factor. I know this was billed as a sequel to something as well. I think it was billed as a sequel to The Deadly Spawn and probably made by the same people. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I know I did a little research on it, but I just can't really remember off the top of my head. But this movie is so entertaining. It's cheesy, yes. Super, super cheesy and low budget, but I think the execution and the casting really shine here. Like, as bad as some of the acting is, It's just perfect. It works. It's all on brand. Nothing is like really throwing it like each other off. Like all the elements just seem to coincide into this perfect, really stupid fucking good lord, sci-fi horror. Wow, that doesn't happen ever. Hey, enjoy that one, guys. I'm not editing it out. Anyways, yeah, this movie is just a complete fuckfest of gore fucking effects and all sorts of creature effects, and like it's just a ton of fun. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it either, man. Like, if you haven't checked out Metamorphosis, the Alien Factor, aka the Deadly Spawn 2, do yourself a favor, check that shit out. It's one of the best, like, funnest sci-fi horror things I've ever seen. Like, I really like it. I'll definitely be like double featuring this with the Deadly Spawn quite a bit, I think. So yeah, add that one to your collection. My highest recommendation for the update. Check it out. All right, guys, gonna wrap this up. Been really busy with all these bands that I'm in. Currently in 6 fucking bands. Not all of them are super active, but we're all active enough to keep me on my fucking toes and super busy. So hope you guys have been digging all the live footage from all my bands and like everyone that we play with. That's pretty much all it consists of. Otherwise, you know, it's just you guys are waiting for this update every month. I'm kept on track though, guys. I've only been late once and I still made up for it. So yeah, I know that I promised you guys the VHS update this fucking month. Didn't quite happen. Gonna try again here in July. Gonna try, guys. I'm trying, I promise you. And like, there's a lot to fucking do. You guys are gonna see a lot of fucking cool tapes. They're all just chilling right fucking here. So yeah, as soon as I can fucking just get the time to watch a few more, you know, just chill out, throw them on the fucking VCR and take them in proper. It's coming though, guys, I promise. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the update. Hope everyone's doing well. Be good to your loved ones. These are some fucking crazy ass times that we're living in once again. You know, when I started this fucking channel in 2020, I thought that the pandemic was the craziest fucking shit I've ever seen, but things are just getting way fucking more insane, and I hate it, but hey, here we are. All you can do is fucking make the best of it. Like I said, be good to your loved ones, be good to yourself, and go watch some fucking horror movies, guys. I will see you again in July with an all 2000s horror update. Take it easy.